Carmelo Lombardo has managed this seafood shop in Sydney for 3 decades and is used to seeing thousands of people pass through its doors each week. Now there's only a handful and he's had to adapt to survive. The business is still open, but most of its sales are taking place online instead, with staff delivering produce to homes.
Those casual staff that we used to utilise in a retail shop, we've then moved them around to suit the online.
Other businesses in the Sydney fish market aren't so lucky. Some have closed, others have seen revenues drop by up to 80%.
Within our retail tenancies, certainly there's been stand downs and other job losses, which is really unfortunate.
Australia isn't in lockdown, but strict social distancing measures mean shopping strips remain, for the most part, empty, with doors shut and many out of work. But keeping people at home seems to be working. Despite some outbreaks, Australia's infection rate has slowed, recording fewer than 100 new cases a day, well down from weeks ago, and it's had a relatively low death rate. With the economic costs rising, business groups are pushing for restrictions to start being lifted, and there are petitions from local people who want to return to beaches. Any prospect of lifting restrictions is a delicate balance for the government. At this stage, it says it's too early to ease any social distancing measures, worried that it could lead to a second wave of cases similar to other countries like Singapore and Japan. Infectious disease experts agree, but if restrictions were to be lifted, they say it would have to happen slowly, with international borders remaining closed for some time.
By doing that, it might also mean that we can start to lift some of the restrictions locally.
Until that happens, businesses are navigating a new normal as the government works on how and when life can return to what it was before the crisis. Nicola Gage, Jazeera, Sydney.